Hey guys, happy Monday. Welcome to the replay. Thanks for joining me today for another card. I hope everybody had a good start to your week. I'm getting this shared over to the group super quick if the internet will cooperate, because I want to try something today. We've kind of already tried it. There we go. Yes. We've kind of tried it already, but I want to keep trying it a little bit more until I get something that I really, really like and feel comfortable being able to create easily. So, let's see here. Who do I have? Okay, I'm using the Stitch Floral Stampin' Thin Cuts today. I'm also using the one of the stencils from the stencil pack that I picked up out of the annual catalog, and it's kind of just got these lines. It looks like a little bit chevron-ish, so we're gonna see what we get out of there. And I'm just gonna ink a background kind of at a random design. I'm not doing anything specific as far as the design. I just want some of those lines on my background. And then I'm going to cut out some flowers and just place a bouquet over it. So, should be fairly easy. And I have my little distress sponge tip Velcroed to the back of my distress pad. So, easy to just pull out the one that matches. Because I'm going to do just an easy inked background. Nothing super crazy. Hi, Abigail. Hi, Mom. So, I hate that I can't see the comments on here because this is really where I want to see them the most. So I'm just going to hold it down while I ink. I'm not going to tape it down or do anything like that. But I am going to just ink up my sponge dauber. And I'm going to pick a spot to start, and then I'm going to start strong there and then just kind of go out in a lighter pattern. So I want the, concentration in one area. And then I'll just lightly work it out. So I guess I need to try to make sure that that doesn't come up so that I don't get ink where it doesn't go. And I'll just work in the direction of the stripes. Okay. There we go. Pretty good so far. I think when we pull it up, it should be just fine. But we also want it to just kind of be that distressed background. So now this part has the darker because it was with the stencil. So now, so that it's not so stark white, I can just go in and blend with whatever ink is left on my sponge and whatever will work out from the lines, and just spread out that color. I'm not going to add any more. I'm just going to use whatever's on here already. Try and break up any lines that I have in the insides. don't know if maybe holding that down will keep me from getting any fingerprints in there. Okay, I think we can leave it there. I do want to just spray a little bit of water on there to get a little bit more of a distressed look. Just so it can activate a little bit. And you can see it's already like oxidizing that color. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna keep it simple. And I am gonna heat set it just so that I can prevent it from activating any more. Hey, Lily. Okay. Now, I am going to cut it with my stitched rectangle so that I can get some nice clean edges out of here to use on the card. So give me a second, let me cut that out. So now we have a nice, clean, crisp edge, and that stitching, that always gives us such a good, clean look. Well, I was trying to pop that leftover paper out. There we go. See, and we can just throw that part away. Okay. Now that we've got that, that'll just go straight on to our card. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to stamp some flowers. Excuse me, hold on. Excuse me. Whew. I want to stamp some flowers so that we can have a bouquet on. Excuse me. Whew. On our card front. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know what got a hold of me. I'm going to get a little bit bigger block today. This is a much bigger block. And I'm going to stamp it first in our intense black so that I can, of course, use markers or whatever else we're going to use to color. I haven't really thought about it that far. Okay. So let's ink that up. And we're going to stamp it just straight down. Okay. And let's see if we need anything else. Maybe some, no, maybe not. Let's just leave it at that. I think though, that I'm going to go ahead and put my sentiment on so that I want to heat emboss it. So I'm just trying to decide. Okay, so now for sure, I'm gonna have to double check and make sure that everything is dry. So let me heat set this a little bit more because we don't want our embossing to stick to everything. Hey, Mary. Hey, Giada. Hey, Howard. Okay. Okay. So, I'm really hoping everything is nice and dry on our card front so that I can emboss that sentiment. And I probably could have even done it first since we're embossing because it would have resisted the ink. Okay. Let's go. Let's take our Versamark. I just want it right up here. Oh, and we're using, let's see, the black powder. I just need a little sheet so that I can filter that. Now, I've been looking at those trays and the reviews are not good. A lot of people say that it creates a lot of static in the tray and that a paper or a coffee filter works just fine. I think the key is putting it away as soon as you're done using it so that you don't spill it. Okay. So we did pretty good. Our powder did not stick to anything else on the card. Okay. Just making sure. For a second there, it looked a little bit weird. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Now we've got this. We need some markers. So we need like some greens and some pinks and corals. And let's see here. Just pulling a few that sound good by the name, but I don't know what I'm getting. I mean, I know that the dull green gives me a really pretty leaf color. That has been one of my favorite colors for leaves. We haven't done markers in a while. Or the tri-blend markers, that is. I know we did the metallic markers last night. And I ordered the colored ones. So, we'll get to play with those pretty soon. We are also getting to the end of our September, October book. Hey, Maria, how are you? And Jessica, hello, girls. So if there's anything that you're wanting out of those books, or if you're wanting to get the October stamp of the month, you've just got a few days left to do that. I had my first VIP sign up last night, so I'm super excited about that. Can't wait for her to be able to take advantage of all the cool savings and benefits from that. If anybody has any questions about becoming a VIP member, definitely send me a message. Or if you want to read about it on your own time, just whenever you get a chance, you can go to my site and click on the heading that says VIP, and it'll give you some details on there. That way you don't feel any pressure if it's not for you. Don't you hate when you go to stores and you get hounded or just feel that sales clerk on you, and you don't want to be rude? So I totally get it. You can go and just see for yourself if that's something that appeals to you. And if you have more questions, well, then definitely reach out and let me know. Okay, let's see what color we're getting with this. Well, it's kind of a dusty rose. And what about this? Okay, this one definitely, for sure. Let's start on the light side. You got your top. Oh, I'm so glad. I love that. Thank you for getting me excited about that. I like to be a top fan on the pages that I follow. It's always fun. Any accolade at this point in time is great. Just a little bit of marker coloring. Let's see what color we'll do that other one. Oh, that coral might be too bright. And that yellow's too pale. So let me do the pale pink shade. Oh, that is what I used. Huh. So I could go to the magenta blend. Let's try magenta blend. Magenta blend. I know it sounds really bright, but it's not. Oh, we should have tried coloring it in with shimmer brush now that I have all those colors. That would have been, a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and color this in because I'm gonna shade it. Okay. So I'm just going around this little stitched edge with the darker side. And I'm going to color that little flower in the middle with the medium. So, I don't know if you can tell much of a difference, but in person, those two colors do have some different shading. And I am going to go over them with probably the sheer shimmer brush. I do have a raspberry shimmer brush, but I don't want to oversaturate that pink. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out my little bouquet, but I do want to put that down with a little washi tape before I run it through so it doesn't move on me. That looks pretty much where it's supposed to be. We'll see. Hey, let me run it back through my machine. Okay, here we go. This washi tape is not as forgiving as my other one used to be. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So now I can start adhering my card base that we've already painted and embossed. I'm gonna squish that down. Should have put foam underneath it, that way it would be stuck to the foam. But I'm gonna put some foam tape on here. Oh, that makes a pretty background. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm just looking for some foam tape. Okay, I have thin foam tape, but I wanted it to be a little bit more substantial. So I'm gonna double them up. Come on. I'm just doubling them up only because I already ran out of the thicker one. So I'm having to use the thinner dots. Oh, I want to make sure that I don't put any of the glue dots over any of those open spaces. Might be able to fit. Yep. Goodness. Okay, so I did want to say that I've noticed when I go online to go order, when I place orders, I do it like a regular customer. I go through the front end of the shopping site rather than the back end of the consultant site. And so there's a section that says online only. And I've noticed that we have stuff that like went out in prior idea books, like even as far back as last November, December, or September, October. So I'm even seeing some older kits and older stamps, and I'm thinking, Well, that's great, because if you see something and you didn't, if you're just now seeing it, you can still go and get it. You know, it's still available for you. So that's pretty cool, which also opens it up to me that I can still be showing you some things that may have expired. I don't have to feel guilty like, oh, I'm using something old, but you can't get it anymore, because I would hate to do that to you. And I try not to do that to you. I do try and use current product, or I try and tell you, you know, if it's no longer available, things like that. So this twine is no longer available, but look how much comes on it. So it's no doubt that I bought it whenever I bought it, and it has just lasted me this long. So of course I want to put a little bow on that bouquet, and I'm going to use some glue dots. But string is easy enough that you could probably use whatever. You probably already have certain string in your stash that you could use. My goodness, just giving me a little bit of a hard time. Okay, I'm just doubling up on it so that that little foam dot will be extra strong. You could also use liquid glue. There we go. Now we've got a nice little string bow on there. Okay, so what else do we need? We need our clear shimmer brush. You can always add shimmer brush to your stamped images. The clear, I highly recommend the clear, because obviously it goes with everything. I'm going to put on the leaves too. Pretty much everywhere where there's color. Okay, and then we'll just have to find us some little sparkles. So that we can finish off this card. So definitely it was super easy. I do like the background that we were just able to do with that stencil. That gives me, well, I really would like that a little higher. Okay, there we go. We got some string, we got some bling, we have some embossing, we have some dimension, we have markers, inking or distress inking, we have thin cuts, we have ink blending. Well, guys, I think we really packed a lot into this card. I love when that happens, because it looks really cute and really shiny. Okay. How close do I have to get it for you to see that? Come on, shimmer brush, do your thing right there. Oh, you can see it shimmer right there. Okay, so there's my card. Thanks, you guys, for joining me on a Monday night. I hope y'all had a good start to your week. And here is to a full, fun, packed week. Hello, Bettis. Hello, Christy, Kara, and Krista. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Karen. We've got a lot of things going on this week. So I really appreciate you taking some time to join me for the cards. I've got some news. Oh, no. Whatever I've got coming in later this week is still a sneak surprise. So I can't show y'all just yet, but we're working on it. And like I said, we're getting to the end of our current idea book. So if you need to pick something up before the month ends, let me know, or you can go straight to my site and order it for yourself, and it'll ship straight to you. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow night, guys. Thanks so much. Have a good one, and bye-bye.